Hey guys, Liz here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to the extra channel. So the first thing I'll say is I apologise for the lack of content on this channel, especially when it comes to like PUBG and stuff like that. But today we're doing a Huzzy update. Usually I do these on the main channel, but I'm going pretty ham on just the gameplay and the content on there. So I just thought this was appropriate. And I'd say most of my, let's say, I don't know, hardcore viewer base will probably be watching this type of video on this channel. So I think that's completely fine. So this update video, I don't know, I just kind of thought I'd just talk about how things are in general with the YouTube channel, that stuff that's going on in my life, because I find at least, and it's kind of like therapy to me, that sometimes just saying it out loud and putting it in words helps like crazy amounts. And you don't need to be a YouTuber to do this. You can do it basically just to yourself or to a friend or something. It's really, really good because it helps you process it a lot more when you're kind of talking about it and putting it into words, I find. So let's just quickly go over what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing is going to be obviously the YouTube stuff. So how's that going? Honestly, YouTube right now is perfectly fine. Views are okay. Like we're just below the 1 million mark per month. But that was only doing one video a day pretty much for the last couple months. So when in my peak of ever doing YouTube, we got 1.5 million views a month. And that was back in last July, August, and that type of time when I was doing 2 videos a day for about 3 or 4 months when I got really burnt out. And that was when I was like 1.5 million views, and it was really, really good. And obviously, the last couple months, I've only really been doing 1 video a day. And then that's gone, my views have been around 900,000, which isn't bad considering I'm not doing 2 videos a day. And now we're back to doing 2 videos a day. Yeah, it looks pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about that. Recently, I've been a little bit stressed, which I think has shown in my commentaries, which is obviously not good. But it's not a bad stress to have. There's just so much stuff going on in the background. Some of it I can't even it's not relevant to YouTube whatsoever. It's a lot of it is, securing my future and that type of thing. Because, this YouTuber thing isn't forever. And if you're a YouTuber that pretends that it is, you're probably going to be in trouble when it comes to an end. So I've got stuff that's going on in the background in regards to that. I've got a lot of the car stuff that's happening. If you don't know, I passed my driving theory. I'm starting now to go back with my instructor, my actual teacher of driving. I've got a lesson on Monday. I've got a lesson on Friday. Going to do probably a couple weeks worth of lessons, 2 a week, and then probably do my practical driving test. And obviously that's a little bit of stress, especially with the theory and stuff. So I've got that going on, and then I'm also going to be buying a new car as well when I pass my test. And then also I've got I'm looking potentially at getting an apartment soon. So and that's just the stuff that's on the surface. There's a lot of stuff obviously further down. Also the health stuff. So a lot of people say, are you still doing Huzzy Fitness? I'm monitoring it, and I'm trying to not make myself go bad in any way. So I am being careful. My biggest weakness is drinks. I've got a Red Bull here, and it's I know it is, and that is something that I will change. But what I think I've done for the past year is something that was a little bit silly, was focus on too many things. And it was only really 2 main things, and that was driving and that was health, and I didn't get either of them done. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing at one of them really hard, which is the driving, pass my theory, do 2 lessons a week, get that done, pass my driving test, get my new car, then that's out the way, and then all that leaves is health. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, is just do 1 step at a time, 1 thing at a time, and then there we go. I am planning, just to kind of put it out there right now, of joining a gym that my sister used to go to that is in the middle of Cambridge, and I'll actually be driving there to actually, make use of a car when I actually pass my test. And I've already been thinking of the drive there and back. Occasionally, maybe once a week, I might do a car vlog. Get a GoPro, mount it to the window of the car, and actually talk to you guys while driving. And who knows, I probably will upload that to this channel, and we might have a question of the day type thing that I can talk about it for 10-15 minutes while in the car. I probably won't do that for the first month of driving though, obviously, because I'll be a newly qualified driver, but that's potentially in the works. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. But then also having my own car, and that will give me a lot more freedom to do other things, just to kind of add. So if there's an event that's oh, that's really difficult to get to, at the moment I'm relying on people taking me there, giving me lifts, my dad or something like that. When I'm in my own car, I'll just go. It's that simple. It's going to be a lot better for me personally. Also, you know, Fi has offered in the past, maybe I could come down to his for the weekend, and obviously Fox is there as well, make a couple funny videos, or just chill out. And obviously I've never really done that apart from a few years ago. Having my own car will give me the ability to do that. And then obviously my own personal social life with my own friend group, it makes a lot of things more easier that I could just go to them instead of them always coming to Cambridge. So that it's just overall a really good thing when I pass my driving test, and obviously that's been ticking in the back of my mind alongside all the other stresses that have been going on. So again, I apologize for the slightly dip in quality for a couple days in commentaries. I will say I recorded some earlier, and both of them I think were very good. I think my attitude was great, played quite well. Like, I think you guys will enjoy those tomorrow. Because if I'm doing this correctly, I'll be uploading this video later today on the extra channel. Moving on though, Twitch. So Twitch is going really good at the moment. We're streaming a few times a week, and we're nearing actually the 200, I think, subscriber mark on Twitch. I think we're around 180. And again, I haven't officially announced it on YouTube, but we're actually doing a funny thing, if you don't know. It's a very big goal, so I don't even know if I'm ever going to hit it, but to me it's a big deal. When I hit 500 Twitch subscribers, I'm going to dye my hair blue. So that could be when people hear this, when I announce it on the YouTube channel, people go, oh, I'm going to do it right now and you're going to hit it, no problem. Like, you'll hit it in a month. Or it could be we'll get it in a year. Who knows? Like, we may never get it. But it's just out there as something that I find, you know, I've never dyed my hair in any capacity ever in my life. So going from that to blue is a pretty big deal. So we've got that going on. I enjoy streaming quite a lot because it's that live interaction. And yeah, overall it's pretty good. Obviously, we will be back on my main account pretty soon when Unranked to Diamond is finished. I will just kind of add, I have been streaming on my main account a little bit here and there, and we're actually in promotion series back to Diamond 4 after winning the first game in promo. So I just got to win one more game in promo, and boom, the account is in Diamond 4, not Diamond 5. And yeah, like a lot of the reason why I want to, like a big reason why I want to go back on my main account is I'm annoyed with myself with having it, with dropping from... You know, you're talking about I was within the top nearly 800 players on EU West out of the 2.53 million monthly players in ranked. Out of, I think it's around 3 million ranked players monthly in ranked of solo queue in EU West. I was in the top 800 players. So going from that to now, we're dropping down to Diamond 5. Yeah, trust me, the person that was annoyed about that the most was this guy right here. At myself. So we will be doing that, and obviously Climb to Master, as just the series naturally, it changes a little bit from Unranked to Diamond. It's subtle, but it is a change. Unranked to Diamond has always been, and some people miss the point, has never been about me. It's about being the people around me. It's always been that in every single season that I've done Unranked to Diamond. It's a coaching series to show what these people are doing, why aren't they higher rated. Climb to Master, the aim of that was all about me. I was the star of the series, if you will. That it is about me. It is about what I do good. It is about my mistakes, and that's what the commentary is put forward as, and that's going to be what we're going to be doing. Now, again, I don't know if it's going to be called Climb to Master. I'm probably going to release like the first few episodes of when Unranked to Diamond is done without Climb to Master in the title. See what the views are like. If the views are a little bit that people don't really know what the series is, then obviously I'll add Climb to Master just to kind of clarify exactly what it is to people. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to hopefully climbing again on my main account. And being high rated, you know, it kind of sucks. And that series, just to say by my own psychology of that, it is healthier than Unranked to Diamond in a few ways. First way is I don't record every single game. So it actually allows me to be a League of Legends player, not just, let's say, Unranked to Diamond, I'm a YouTuber in that series. I'm not a player in that series. I'm a YouTuber because I upload every single game. But Climb to Master has never been about me uploading every game. It's never been about me recording every game. So I actually can climb without focusing half the time on commentating, which is great. But then also adding to that point is I'm selective with that series, more selective. I still upload losses. But if there is a terrible game and if it puts me in a bad mood, I won't upload it in Climb to Master, and I have the freedom to do that, which is great. It helps me psychology because there are some times that I actually get in a worse mood in the game that I'm commentating because I know it's not a good commentary. So it's a good feeling sometimes when I'm playing and I'm commentating, I'm like, I don't need to upload this, and that's great. Helps me a lot up here. So that's both good things. So that'll be happening. But that's pretty much it. There's a lot going on, you know, in the background, merchandise stuff. We got the new, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we got the new artwork. We've got a new t-shirt that's for sale that I'm not expecting it to be a big campaign. I think so far 6 of them are sold. Like, I'm really not expecting that many to sell. But I will say we've got the hats still in development. It's such a big pain to getting them released, but the hats will be coming eventually. So if you're like, oh, do I get a new Huzzy t-shirt? That could be, by the way, a limited edition one-off, or do I wait until the hat? It's up to you. I know I'd probably want a hat more than a t-shirt. Like, yeah. But that's pretty much going to be it. I just thought I'd do this update video to keep you guys in the loop. Just to kind of say what's going to be happening to this IRL channel. Probably more PUBG. The reason why that I have not been uploading PUBG on this channel is because I've simply been streaming it. So if you really want me to, if you want PUBG content, just go on the Twitch and watch the VODs. But what I'll try and do is when I actually go to record, or stream, sorry, PUBG at the end of streams, what I'll try and do is just click the record button and upload whatever I get on this channel. So that will probably help. Furthermore, I am in talks with Elgato about giving myself a capture card and all that stuff. And if that does happen, I'll probably do a little bit of content on the main channel about Mario Kart and stuff like that. But just as an introduction, majority of the content that I'll do with a Elgato capture card on the Switch or the PS4 will be on this channel. But that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys are doing well for yourselves. Hopefully you're having a nice summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, or a nice winter if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. And just to kind of mention, again, events. My next event that I'm attending is going to be CoxCon, C-O-X-Con. It's not what you think. It's a YouTuber, Jesse Cox, who's good friends with Total Biscuit, Dodger, Strippin, and stuff like that. It's his convention. I'm going there, not officially as a guest, but I will be there. So if you see me, feel free to say hi. I'm actually going as a fan. The biggest reason I started my YouTube channel was because of Jesse Cox. So I actually just want to thank him in person. That's why I'm going. And I'm going with Eben and Kirby, which some of you may know. But that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update. If you did, throw a like on the video. If you've got any questions about anything, throw them in the comment section, as I will really try to answer them. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.